Santa here for a short May stream. Because tomorrow's the last day of May. So that's where we're at. I don't have a whole lot of time today, unfortunately, because I have stuff going on in life. So I don't have a lot of time to stream. So I can go for maybe about an hour. Hey, Mana Guy. Good to see you dropping by, though. But yeah, I can only go for about an hour. My goal is to remember what I was doing. Okay, good. Good and armored up. Do I have a better... That is not better. It is very close, but it's not better. Okay, so I think my immediate objective is just to continue on through prophecy so I can get a Mersat boss dead. That's a Mesmer. So I can get E-Surge. That seems like the most reasonable course of action at the moment. So we'll see if I have time for Iron Mines of Mullidoon or not. That one's kind of long. If I don't, I might just go do something that I think will be quick on another character. But it's good to be back here playing this game with y'all. No. Have to reacclimate to playing this character, though. Hope you all have been doing well. I was on a trip. For those who check out my life and channel update, you will know this. If you don't check it out, that's fine. You're under no obligation to do so. But I was on a family trip for a big chunk of it, and then I got sick at the very tail end. Man, these guys are going down super quickly. So that was leaving me feeling pretty out of it. Did Talcora level up in there? She did. More protection prayers, I guess. Okay. I don't know why I checked Gwen for level ups. She's already max, but whatever. So yeah, I was off visiting family in the Midwest, Indiana and Ohio specifically. And it was certainly a time. I mean, there were good times. It was complicated. Just a lot of being with my family otherwise, and we're usually maybe a little more spread out. I'm not going to sugarcoat things, but it was good to see family. Especially my grandmother, who's like 91, I think. Still living independently, though one of my cousins does drop by pretty regularly to help her out. She lives near a bunch of her descendants, which is helpful for her. But she even still drives a little bit, which... saying something at her age. Let's just say I hope I've gotten a lot of her genetics. Through my dad. It's always funny thinking about, oh, I hope I got these genetics from these parents and not these genetics from them. Anyway. All right. How strong is that gift of health? I definitely should get some runes for these guys, but as I recall, my funds were short, /tight, /limited, because that's this account. I am looking forward to... Man, there's so many things. So Night Rain just came out. Elden Ring Night Rain. I've played like the tutorial and a session of that. I don't plan to stream it unless there's people who are like, please stream this. But I'm not planning on streaming it. But also, because there's so many more people who are streaming that game who like or have built-in audiences for that sort of thing. I guess my funds are doing kind of okay. And then the next part of the Wild of Janthir expansion is coming out on like Tuesday next week. Should I? It's crippling anguish. I don't think I care about any of the elementalist elites. Slash, I've already captured them. Do I? No, I did the Zendation. Yeah, okay. But then, there's also, like, a co-op puzzle game. I forget, it's Parallel something or another. But I played, there's a friend that I have that I played the first one, or I don't know if it's the first one, but the first one as far as we know of the studios, and really enjoyed it, had a lot of fun with it. So we're looking forward to this sequel. Okay, this thing is like out of energy. If I'm not careful, so will our monks be. Anyway, that's coming out like the 5th, so I'm looking forward to that. And then the Magic Final Fantasy set is coming out real soon as well. And I'm looking forward to that also, but it's just like one thing after another after another. It's coming out. So it just feels like there's a lot going on. I guess cost didn't, strictly speaking, need that. But, okay, I should give some moments for some healing. They're not as aggressive about using Word of Healing as I'd like them to be. I feel like I was just through here on my warrior, but I think that's because I was. I missed the interrupt. It's okay, but not ideal. I had to think there too long about which interrupt to try to use, and I flubbed all of them, and that was terrible. Okay, those are heretics. The heretics are Mesmers, so they're not gonna oh, there's a Doliac Master over there. Well, that was a bad Orison. Okay. Okay, that guy had like no energy. I need a better staff. I mean, it's not like mission critical, but it would be nice. Wait, Plague Touch is a skill, not a spell. Yeah, it worked poorly. I tried to power spike it, and it did not work. You might imagine. I mean, we're gonna come back this way, but I'm gonna grab this gold anyway while I'm here. For great justice. Sounds like a scam. But yeah, I'm looking forward to the next part of Wilds of Janthier. They've also announced when they're going to announce the next expansion. So like that's always kind of funny when there's like nested announcements like that. know, I felt like watching that cutscene. But yeah, like I said, I got sick with something at the end of my trip, and that's been... Like, the principal sickness was over actually fairly quickly. I had a... I think I talked about this in my Life and Channel Update video, but those who don't watch those. I was sick on, like... What would have been, like, the 14th? I know, a Wednesday. I was pretty sick then, and kind of like the night before, and then it was kind of down a good bit, and by the time I got home, like, the principal sickness felt like it was over, and it was just, since then, it's just been a slow decrease in how much extra mucus my body is producing, and it's been disrupting my sleep quite a bit. It's like it results in coughing, and probably the biggest issue actually for me is that it has been clogging up my lungs and making breathing a little difficult. Like, I can deal with it when I'm awake, but it's not like full asthma per se, but when I'm trying to fall asleep, it's too... A, it's worse because I'm lying down, and that puts me in a worse position for being affected by it, but B, it's just distracting enough when I'm trying to sleep. So I really don't like skills that I have to maintain, like this mantra. Honestly, I kind of appreciate that Guild Wars 2 doesn't tend to have skills like that. Okay, time for the powder keg fetch quest. Love water. I'm drinking water. I just got back from a walk with my sister and I'm hydrating up. It's got more of a hike, really. But I'm going to do the bonus here because why not? And that does mean a lot of running back and forth. This book has got to be weirdly filled out. Sanctum K onwards. Okay. I forgot that I did so much in the desert, but that makes sense. I'm gonna have to go back and do a bunch of Kryta stuff, though. Little grumbles about that, but it'll be fine. It'll be good to fill that out and get the money and experience points from it, and especially the money. Yep, they got nugged by Wastrel's Worry. How do I have a 10% morale boost already? I don't know, y'all. I don't know. Why did I just power spike that guy? Help, I'm making nonsensical decisions. Man, Jade armor are so much tankier in Guild Wars 2. They are flimsy in this. I really want to avoid getting hit by one of them. I do have Prot Spirit on Milani, apparently. So I'm not like insta-dead if I get Spectral Agonied, but it would be a panic moment for the healers, that is for sure. Yeah, that was unfortunate. Because that means I have to run all the freaking way back to pick up a barrel. I guess if we had Spirit Bond, it would be easier as well. Basically, the monks have, like, you need Prot Spirit on you to decrease the damage. Like, if I had Prot Spirit on me, it would dramatically cut how much. I needed to have pre-prot. I didn't think about doing that. I am out of practice. I guess I did technically play this game on Sunday. Like, I've been playing it on Sundays, but with the play group, but, we just did do Duncan, but I was playing an assassin. It was a very different experience, and not one where I was worrying about heroes because I'm playing with people who are managing the heroes. But I needed to have pre-prot there before fighting the Mersat. That was my error. Not like a huge deal, but it does mean more running back and forth, which sucks. Yeah, a year and a half on this count now. 12 minutes in this map, which isn't bad, but it's gonna be a little bit longer than that by the time we're done. At least Gwen gets to enjoy Match of Recovery. It's easier for her than it is for me. Yeah, she's a bit more fast casting oriented. A little bit of that energy management. I mean, Koss does have BIP, but... These guys patrolling around are interesting. There we go. I knew Convert Hexes was likely coming because they use it. I'll have time to worry about those later. Okay. Those was salvaging stuff in my inventory, by the by. I think once I do finish unlocking all skills is when I'm going to do the Middle-earth Shadow of War playthrough. Switch to doing that. I'll probably just play on this account casually some myself, just off stream. But I want to do everything on stream while I'm working on this Unlock All Skills project. It just seems correct to me. Okay, that's just some zealots, so... I guess we can kill them now because they're in the range. Okay. That's the sigh of have to run back and grab another barrel. It's very tedious. It's not bad if you have somebody else who can bring a barrel. And it also is not as bad if you don't die and drop your barrel before you can bring it to the friggin' door, but here we are. It's possible the closest barrel is actually ahead of me in that area up there, but I don't know offhand, and I do know that there's a barrel back this way, so that's what we're gonna go grab. Milani keeping up her pious renewal. It's kind of what you want her to do. We're definitely not doing THK today, but we might get in Ice Caves of Sorrow and Iron Mines of Muldoon. Probably want to bring 2 Signets of Capture, because I might be able to cap illusionary weaponry in Iron Mines. Would probably be prudent. Yeah, that sounds prudent. Do I have Signets of Capture? No. Do I have a quest to turn in for the Signets of Capture? I don't see any. I'm going to assume I've already done that on account of already having a couple of elite skills. Do I have... I do need to actually capture Crippling Anguish, so that's worth remembering. There'll be plenty of opportunities to do that, though. It's an okay skill. It's a better skill in PvP than it is in PvE, which is an unfortunate statement that you can make about a lot of Mesmer skills. Mesmer is much more of a PvP class. Except for a handful of extremely broken things that it has in PvE. But its core concept is much more of a PvP class, and then their efforts to compensate and make it more useful in PvE overpowered it. And that's really what it kind of comes down to. We should be able to capture E-Surge by Ring of Fire at the latest. Incidentally. If anybody was wondering. I do like my self-shield as a deflection. Yeah. Oh, they're down. That's what we want to see. Yeah, a lot of this first part of this project is just getting characters deep enough into the campaigns to have, like, resources built up and stuff. They keep guilting me. Just draining all of my energy, which is not great. I think this gets up to 79 whenever it is that I can finally get a superior domination rune on this character. That's gonna be a while, though. Not gonna worry about that until I get perfect salvage kits from Eye of the North as well. Okay. Time to clear out this horde. Yeah, there it is. Okay, well those are all cleared out, so that's good. Time to go open up the exit. Sadra would be a really cool Revenant spirit. I would like... So Rev... I mean, I play a bunch of characters regularly in Guild Wars 2, but Revenant is kind of like my... Like, the one on the front lines of the story, I guess you could say. And I spend a lot of time on Arkham / St. Victor, but it would be very cool to have some more spirits. I enjoy living that Dragoon life with my spear. Yeah, there it blew open. Far enough away that I didn't hear it, but... There we are. Our escape route is open. Time to advance the plot. No, thank you. Oh, there goes Sadra. I have saved her there before, but she just despawns. Okay. Now it's time to trigger the March of the Mersat. Good old Berg Frozen Fist. Yep, there. Setting out. Alright, they can do that. While I wait for them to get past me is an excellent time to clear out my inventory. Nice. Nice. Okay, that's probably not particularly meaningful. This is dust. I am going to go ahead and salvage it for dust. Okay, these are decent amounts of cloth. This is probably not much. Yeah, okay, that was deeply not worth. That's going to be getting sold. Shocking. Interesting. Shocking might be useful as a prefix. So I'm going to actually go ahead and pull the shocking mod off of this. I don't know if I already have one in the bank or not, but it doesn't really matter. But having a shocking prefix is nice with conjures. I think the prefix that's most useful is icy, followed by fiery. There's more skills that care about you having a cold damage weapon than there are that care about you having other types. But like Mark of Rodgort likes dealing fire damage, so fire weapon works well. Icy triggers like Grunt's Grasp and Spinal Shivers and stuff. Not that I tend to use Spinal Shivers, but you know, technically it is a thing. There's also, for some reason, there's a factions version of Spinal Shivers. I don't know why they decided that was a skill that needed to have multiple versions, but here we are. But my love for Grunt's Grasp means that, in particular, that is a skill that I favor, I guess you could say. This part takes a while. You could speed it up by going in front of the Mersat, but that makes it hard to talk to Hamdor. So, and it also means that you have a boogeyman of a giant horde of like 20 Mersat chasing you. So I also prefer to avoid that. And I'm bad at keeping that up. I really need to... Like, honestly, part of the reason why I want E-Surge is just because I'm really bad at keeping the mantra of recovery up. It does stack with fast casting, apparently, but, like, multiplicatively, so... This makes skills have a 67% recharge, right? So it does help, but... Hopefully a bunch of these Mersat die with the next volley here. Yeah, that's dramatically reduced their numbers. No, it's just this one very weak one. Probably won't get killed. Yeah, it's a bit past that. There we go. Might as well finish that one off when it's super weak. It's not a pushover group, honestly. I'm very curious to see what the next expansion for Guild Wars 2 has been. I have really been enjoying Wilds of Genthir overall. It's wild to think about how long we've been in it. Because it has been... It's not been a year yet, but it's definitely been a while. Okay. Those don't always take all of them out, so it was nice to have that happen this time. I definitely appreciate that. This is where the Dolyaks and stuff are, right? Oh, they're way up there. Oh, now they're coming down. It's always that monk. Yeah, Drain Enchantment. Go me. Oh, I don't only have 104 gold coins lying on the ground. That's a whole 17 gold or whatever it actually is. Okay. Yeah, I understand. We need to get off of this thing. Did they stop firing once you're past it? Weird. Very weird. Okay, well, we should be able to go and clear these guys out. Yeah, that guy just went down like a lump of bricks. Man, Wastrel's Warrior is so good against Prophecy's bosses. Probably I have the North ones too. Nightfall ones. Any enemy that like has reduced duration of those things, it's good against. But like, yeah. I want to listen to Venya's dialogue here again. Right, I need to get like a screenshot for the thumbnail. That would be smart.
I can't believe Saedra is gone. If the old gods still exist, then hear me now. Saedra should not have died. It wasn't her time. But she gave her life so that the rest of us could live on. Now I put you on warning, you gods who abandoned Tyria so long ago. When my time comes, and I arrive in the mists, I best not find that she's been mistreated. Or as Balthazar as my witness, I will make all of you pay! To the end of us all. Now we settle our account with the Mersat. For every drop of our blood they have spilled, we will take 2 from them.
Yay! Mission complete. Got about 20 minutes left. How do I feel about trying to do... No, I don't feel good about the idea of trying to do... 20 minutes. I'm gonna have to check the values on that. More steel is always good. Okay, let's actually swap to a different character. I would like to do Iron Mines of Mullidoon, but I expect that to take like half an hour, and I don't want to spend that long on it. Because I do need to be wrapping up like 4-ish my time in about 20 minutes. Excuse me. Where is my ranger? Right here. Yeah. I think... you know, I'll go ahead and grab the Zaishin stuff while I'm here. And Eternal Grove blows. Okay, let's... Kaineng. It's weird being here not in festival mood. I feel like it's been in festival mood a lot of the time I've been visiting. Okay. Okay, I still need to do that one. Okay, so let's do that. Who am I dropping from my party? Kind of want to keep Jin. I'll probably drop Talcora and Milani. Yeah, that seems reasonable. Because I want Costa's charge. Healer is good, and I want to get experience on Jin. So, yeah, this is fine. Let's go ahead and do this quest for the attribute points. Yes. Because I want my attribute points. I do have 12 marksmanship right now. And 5 strength, which is fun. My armor is 25 except for my mask, which is not. Please lead the way, sir. We should be able to handle the stuff here fairly well, because I am definitely, like, over-equipped. Oh yeah, look at that nice chunky damage. I definitely don't like my armor set, but that's okay. We'll replace it with a better armor set later. Depending upon how long this takes, I might do the other attribute point quests, but I don't know why I replied read the win there like I'm Acolyte Jin. But man, I'm taking so much damage because I still have friggin' garbage armor. I mean, I have more health to endure it with, but I'm still... Like, the amount of damage I'm taking is ridiculous. Especially for my level. But at least I have this cool bow. Wish it wasn't sundering, wish it was something more useful. But still. Man, shooting those things for 200 damage is wild. Because of the frenzy, yeah. I think your crit rate goes up against lower leveled enemies. Well, even if I don't have the tankiness that I'd like, at least we have the damage, so we're plowing right through everything anyway. The treasure is near, he says. I think these guys are targeting me because my armor is low. This quest can be kind of challenging, so I'm happy to do it when I'm a lot stronger. I definitely need to build up my resources so I can get armor. That's max on this character. Does that disable? No. It cannot have its attack skill disabled. I was very curious what would happen if I de-shotted Payne's attack skill, and it turns out it interrupts that attack. 7 minutes. Yep, his little "it's a treasure" facade kind of goes away once he sees these guys in here. Excuse me. I'm having to clear my throat a lot these days. Have a little bit of dialogue here. Let's see. Thank you. Ooh, that was nice. The attribute points are also very nice. Get my marksmanship up there. That's nice. That is not the button I wanted. Okay, Seitong Harbor. Presumably, I also can do, yeah, Zunro's West. This is all a bunch of low-level trash. Dakora and Milani can now be added back in and will be... Okay, I think I should be able to do this pretty quickly as well. And then I will close with that. Let me in. We are business in Zendaijun. More marksmanship and expertise for her. I realized that these guys all had, well, not all of them, but several of them had levels I could be investing, so... I frequently get this confused with because there's the Winds of Change one that's very similar. I'm finding I'm getting myself confused between the two. Yeah, Tokora's energy is probably awful because she's using Shield of Regeneration, but anyway. Let me get an aggro range so you guys maybe think about fighting these things, eh? And it's going to lead us in a big circle. I actually think I want to go clear the stuff over here first, though. Oh, they might spawn a thing there. Well, I'll clear these guys out from in front anyway, I guess. Wonder how Lion's comfort would be. Okay, Frenzy was maybe a bad idea. It'd be a less bad idea if I had armor. Okay, cleared that up. I'm gonna just follow the quest markers now, I think. Seems reasonable. It'll take a little bit longer than I thought, but whatever. I need to be a little bit smarter about my targeting also. Don't know why I de-shotted him. That was very random of me. I'm almost to level 17, which is nice. Maybe I'll have something valuable in that. We'll find out later. Okay. We just have a spirit left lingering. Okay, Xenra. Let's go. These guys are gonna attack us, so I'm just gonna get started here. It'd be ideal to interrupt recuperation. Did we clear out all of that? Okay, we did. I don't know if they're going to insist on us fighting that group or not. I prefer not, to be quite blunt. This group seems pretty unavoidable, though. I was expecting the spirit transfer. I was expecting it a little bit differently timed than it ended up being. Hopefully we can clear out this pretty simply. Where is Zunra? Oh my goodness, Zunra dodged it. Okay, spirit transfer is down as soon as recuperation is gone. Bones. Okay, I think I should use this to activate the Zunra skill to get rid of the miasma for myself. Up in there, and then back down and around the other way. The ending of this will go a little bit more quickly. But we are going to wrap up after I do this 15 attribute point quest, because like I said, I just don't have a lot of time today. It has to be a short stream, about an hour. That's just how it's got to be. But I'm glad to get something in, you know. Man, those are some good high altitude crits. Sorry, my mouse pad has a tendency to slide wonkily. And I was shifting it back into position and not taking my finger off of the look button, and that was making the camera go all wonky. I need to be better about not doing that. Okay, Zunra. Soak this up, please. And this stuff, too. And this. You can't be forgetting this. Eat the whole plate. Okay, then there's another patch a little deeper. Which is fine, I guess. I mean, it is what it is. There's not a whole lot I can do about how this is structured. A lot of damage variance, you know, it's interesting to see. Okay. Gotta get my unicorn through all this. Okay, and then we're, ready to head back this way. Thankful to have charge on costs. That helps. Let everyone kind of... The attempts to compensate for miasma and everybody was kind of causing the party to stretch out. So I wanted everyone to kind of draw back together. We're gonna end up fighting these guys, yeah. It's fine, I guess. Again, our damage is good. Need to process a lot of that stuff, but it's not important to do today. I am about to level up, which is kind of exciting. Yeah, I am trying to avoid fighting that group. Spirit Transfer is a hard to interrupt skill because it has a quarter-second activation time. You can still interrupt it if you land right, but it kind of means you need to predict it. It does feel really good to successfully predict something like that, though. And manage to land the interrupt. What is this got on it? Icy? Man, this is like short of max on like every angle. That's a little sad. How much was this worth? 68 gold. It's barely even worth selling. I mean, it is, but I'll probably salvage the IC halved off of it. Again, for my warrior, 'cause I'll want that eventually. So I might as well yoink it while I'm there. I do want an icy bowstring for this character too, for similar reasons. That's not exactly a priority or anything. Well, there's my level up. I knew that was coming. Another little bit of expertise is definitely welcome. Makes my skills a little bit cheaper, yes, but also makes Zojin's shot a little bit stronger. Okay. At this point, we do just need to go to the temple in the middle. I would have, again, like, just done that at the beginning, but I'm pretty sure there's a, monster spawn there that I have to take care of, so I don't think I can just do that. Yeah, Spirit Transfer needs to, like, fade before that goes anyway. Yeah, definitely taking a lot longer than I was expecting it to, which is a little annoying. 14 minutes. It's probably going to be 18, 20 by the time I'm done. I mean, I've cleared out a lot of enemies, but at least I know I've already cleared out everything in front of it, or at least immediately so. You know what, I'm just gonna... I don't want to fight both groups at the same time. Well, I'm fighting both groups at the same time anyway, so go me. Brown, not exactly the most exciting of colors, but... I don't mind it. I'm definitely going to need to process this character's inventory later, but... Okay, now we can just waltz in at least. Ugh. Yeah. I don't know why I thought gallivanting all around this area would be faster than it was, but I was clearly mistaken. If I thought it would be 10 minutes. I'll be okay, but like... I really did want a little bit more time for what I need to do after the stream. Yep, see, and then it spawns Corrupted Zunra, which I knew. Reversal of Fortune is one of those skills that you have to predict to interrupt. Okay, now I can go see Zunra for my reward, which I will go do in Saitung Harbor. A lot of stuff I need to clear out of my inventory. I'm going to grab this Icy Hammer Haft. And just for fun, let's see what I got here. Radiant Minor Dagger Mastery. Not bad, actually. Okay, well, that's going to go ahead and, like I said, I'm going to clear out my inventory there later. So that's going to go ahead and do it for me for this little micro stream. If you can call an hour short. But like I said, that's going to do it. Thank you all very much for watching. I don't quite know when I'll be back, but hopefully not too long. But there's a lot of stuff going on, so... but I did want to get something in May. I won't be back until June because there's only one day left and I don't stream on Sundays. So until next time, everyone, thank you all very much for watching. Take care and goodbye.